How'd you like that thumbnail I made?
Great. I like that. I like that one. Out of the two you made, that one was my favorite.
Yeah, I just kind of quickly, I don't know, scrub some stuff over it, just taking screenshots from past streams. And anyways, we are live.
There it is. Yep.
30
We are
seconds
live.
in.
Confirmed. Good evening, Derek. Good to see you.
And same to you, my friend.
Yep. Here we are. Yeah.
Just it's my first duo stream in history.
Couldn't pick the better guy to do it with, man. I'll gently take your hand and we'll lead you across, man. Everything's going to be okay.
All right. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, we're here to play some music for you fellers and fellettes. And, Derek, you want to fill them in on the vibe? Because you kind of called the vibe, and I was just following along. So
yeah, I mean, last Friday we were kind of playing some hard, heavy stuff, right? Like always, it seems, around these parts, and we're going to kind of focus, I think, a little more on the hard rock / hard psych, maybe slightly progressive, kind of all over the map. And I picked a few, like the ones that I picked. I won't spoil them, but they're kind of not your typical ones as usual here. I usually like to do my deep dives and kind of rotate, do a little diversity, and mix it up all the time. So, yeah, we're kind of sticking to that theme.
Yeah, that's essentially Derek. I asked Derek what kind of vibe he wanted. And luckily for me, he said more heavy on the psych side, maybe a little late 60s, early 70s rock-ish, but still with some fuzziness and some crunchiness and, some of the goodness that we're kind of known for.
It's kind of our bread and butter.
It is. You're a little more diverse. You like a little more of the softer kind of end of it too, which I do, but I tend to focus more on the heavy fuzz, heavy crunch kind of stuff. So when you mentioned that, I said, this is going to be no problem. So essentially what I did was I pulled, we're doing our 2 sets like we normally do over on the other channel, Cerberus. So 2 sets in like 5. And it was super easy because I just went with some of my favorites from my past like 100 or so live streams. Mm-hmm. So this set got thrown together really quick. Absolutely no problem at all. So very excited to be playing the heavier fuzzed out stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because otherwise I don't even know what other theme we would go with, because I imagine you don't have too much more on the mellow side, right? Psychopop?
Only a fraction of what you have. So I could have done, say, set 1 with the mellower side kind of stuff, but I would have been struggling for second set. So you made it really easy for me.
Be kind of scrounging at the bits trying to find that one record.
Yeah, absolutely. It's no problem at all. And we got some great people in the crowd tonight. Mick's out. How you doing, Mick?
I haven't really been focused on that.
Evil Wax. I'm not sure of the name, but he knows Aaron. Maybe he's just because he sees the name here, Aaron. Good to see you. You know Evil Wax? Somebody you know, Derek?
No. Okay. Usually the people that comment on my videos aren't the same crowd hanging here. Right. Oftentimes.
I don't know. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, Thump's in the house. Good to see you, Thump. Dave's in the house. What's up, Dave? Kimba. Yeah. Zor's in the house. Zor, he posted on your community page. He's psyched and ready to go. I don't know. Right. Zor came over here, so it's good to see Zor.
And Tassio, he's a new viewer. He's down in, I think, Brazil. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of your guys.
Yep. He discovered my Instagram. He's been kind of slightly stalking me, but I'm okay with that. He's
okay. As long as he's not outside your window, you're all right.
He's doing that one bit at a time, which is okay.
And yeah, I know Carol. She comes to your channel. She's one of your loyal followers.
Sometimes I don't know what Carol's talking about, but that's okay as long as she's here.
I won't do the women thing, but you know how it is, man. Yes. So just real anybody that doesn't know that I've got a channel. I'm not plugging myself, but this is the format, one of the formats that I do over on my channel. That's why it was called Cerberus, is the two-headed dog. So that's, Derek's one head and I'm the other head, and we're ready to tear things up on the psych end. And so we do dual DJ sets. So we got a 40-minute set each, and we're going to be breaking those up into 20-minute sets. So we each get a 20-minute set. So we're going to head, do the ping pong thing back and forth. So yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. And I hope you enjoy it, because I got some real bangers here, man. I'm ready to go. And I sent you that set list, Derek, just so, in case we didn't want to step on each other's toes, because you go, oh, you're playing Blind Man? And, just to save it.
It's like the 40th time you pulled out that Parchment Farm record.
Yeah,
it's
how
like
many
we're
times
kind of sick of
that
it.
thing, man? It was underground until you ruined it.
A little bit.
Sean's in the house.
It's like you're plugging it more than Permanent Records out there.
Yeah, I'm not even getting a commission. I'm not making anything off this. You think by my, enthusiasm for some of these records, I was making something, but I'm actually not. Losing something, time and effort and money for buying it and internet to stream it. So, but it's just a big loss on my end. So I don't really know why I'm so happy about sharing my music. I should be a little more gruff, I think. What do you think? A little more. Should I be more sullen? You think? A little kind of standoffish and
you need to be a little more passive aggressiveness would work out.
Ooh, that's a big thing in the VC right now. There's a lot of passive aggressive stuff going on. I like it. Sean's in the house.
It's the trend. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good to see you, fellers and fellettes out there. We got a nice little crowd in the house. That's a good. We got some good head counts. You can tell the good people show up, because the numbers just say numbers, but when you see the people and the numbers, you go, yeah, this is going to be a good crowd. They're going to respect. They're going to absorb it. The sonic bacon we're going to give them. They're going to really, I'm going to suck it in and keep it.
No point in getting lit. We're already starting fires over here.
Oh, Malaya's here. Have you ever had Malaya over here, Derek?
I don't know. I don't recognize that name.
Malaya, she's great. Young fella, she's a good lady. She comes over to my channel. I don't know how she found we were doing this, but we got we got a lot of women in this room right now. Let me tell you, for the VC and music related, I think we may have the most women of any music centric channel right now.
I mean,
just saying.
Possible.
I'm just saying.
I don't hang out in too many places. So
Malaya says she's a subscriber, which means she's what we call a lurker.
Oh.
We call them lurkers. They just hang in the background in the dark.
Kind of like I'm doing right now.
Yeah, they don't say anything. They just... And I go, isn't that like watching TV? Like, before you could interact with television, would you call those lurkers? Somebody watch Knight Rider, would you call them a lurker?
I never happen to use that word too often, but yeah, if it's
there's
the
a lot
bill.
of derogatory terms that people throw out in the VC. So I'll just, you know how it is, Derek.
I did not know the TV was going to match my tapestry back there so perfectly.
It is perfect. You're doing great. Yeah, so you call who's going to go first. It's your channel. You can go, or you can say, hey, you're a guest, and I'm going to be a nice guy and let you go. You do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am a nice guy, but, I'm kind of stoked to play my shit first.
All right, which means you're a nice guy, but you're selfish. That's okay. It's okay.
I'm not supposed to tell people that.
Shh, they'll figure it out. Trust me. No, you're good. You run your set, and then I'll do mine. We'll jump back and forth. We'll have a great time. Because when you play your music, I get to talk to the people in the chat.
Awesome.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll clip my toenails. It's been a while. The 1 foot, anyway. You ever notice you ever clip 1 foot or one hand more than the other because it's easier?
I don't think so. I don't have that problem. No.
Seasonal
foot fungus or...
Yeah, I tend to save the left foot for the winter months. You know what I mean? That's just me.
It gets a little frosty out there. You got to keep them warm.
It does. Okay. Yeah. So don't forget to put your stereo on.
Oh, you got it.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're ready to cook.
Awesome. It's great to see you guys tonight. Thanks for inviting me over, Derek.
Yes. Yeah. And thank you everyone for joining.
I'm shutting down. It's all you.
All righty.
Sean, can you hear me, Derek? Yeah. Bring your mains down just a little bit.
Alrighty. A little too hot. There we go.
Man, I love that fuzz.
You got me spinning round, you can't touch the ground. Got me reeling high, will you pass me by? Got me flying love, you know you got me too. Excited, babe, too excited to move. Yeah, keep moving, got to feel love. Keep moving, got to see you love. Keep going, got to breathe your love. Things floating by inside my mind. Gotta hold you, babe, you don't feel so fine. Trying to hold you, babe, little time away. Your love to me is like a sunny day. Yeah, keep moving, got to feel love. feel so fine. Come along, you babe, no time to wait. Your love to me is like a sunny day. Yeah. Keep moving back, got to feel love. Keep moving back, got to see you now. Keep moving back, got to breathe your love. Keep moving back, got to feel love. Keep moving back, got to see you now. Keep moving back, got to breathe your love.
I like the chick singer. It's hard to find chick singers with heavier psych.
Más allá de las nubes del sol y las estrellas, todo es nada en la mente de un hombre que vive aquí en la tierra. Nada es nada. Ve a buscar tu luz en la eternidad. Siente que tu ser se remonta ya. No podrás encontrar una sola verdad en este sucio lugar lleno de gente igual. ¿Ya has pensado que el amor del cuerpo te hace falta? Todo es en vano, tus sentidos saturados de sexo piden carne. Todo es en vano, trata de huir de esa tentación. Si quieres amar, ama esta canción. Tu cerebro impotente, embotado está ya. Tu vista se enceguece, pierdes la voluntad. esa tentación. Si quieres amar, ama esta canción. Tu cerebro impotente, embotado está ya. Tu vista se enceguece, pierdes la voluntad.
Forgot about that ending.
All right. Just get your auto set up.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That ending was so long, it was almost like an intermission where you could go get a beer and then come back.
They'd still be wailing.
They'd still be not finished their set yet. Yeah, that's the good shit. It's when you don't have to leave in the middle. You just wait till the end and then come back, and you didn't miss anything.
I forgot about that little extension. That lasted like about a whole minute. Felt like.
Great set. I love it. I love that you got some psychedelic. You got some female singers in there, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to find the heavier psych stuff with women. And then how do they sound any good?
I think she takes the cake on that one.
It's really good. Great set, man. Was that your 20?
I think so. Yeah, I tried to buff it out with like a couple, extended jams, and then
Yeah, that ending was one song.
Right.
Or
Felt
5
like
punk songs.
kind of an interlude into another track,
Yeah. Dan's in the house. Good to see you. Jeff showed up while you were doing your set.
Yeah, we're kind of making history tonight.
Dave's in the house. Final Voyage just showed up. And was probably one of your guys because I don't recognize him.
Nope, never heard of Vinyl Voyage.
Okay. Seems like a nice guy. Good evening, bud. Hope you're here for some great music because that's exactly what we got on deck for you tonight. So I loved your set, Derek. Awesome. Now you got me thinking, I don't want any spoilers or anything because in a world of instant gratification, we're just going to have to wait and see what the second vibe is. Well, I'm curious to see what your second set's like. Is it just the same? Is it different? What do we got?
It might be a little freaky in spots.
All right. I'm excited. You can't see down below here, but just trust me, there's excitement going on downstairs.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it once we get off the stream and see it backstage. That's all right.
That's extra. That's the OnlyFans. We'll see you there later on.
I'm already signed up, so you'll see.
Yeah,
me
you
over
are.
there.
He's Derek's lifetime member. Yeah, so I do have a couple varied sets. They both kind of hang in the vein of the heavier side of psych. So
Veins, okay, yeah.
OnlyFans
Veins.
Main Veins. Yeah, that's the name of my OnlyFans channel is the Main Vein.
Ah.
Come on by, hit me up. I could use the rent money. You know what I mean?
That's your second OnlyFans account, huh?
That's my second one. The first one's the Toe Jam. That's the foot channel. Come on by. Toe Jam Football.
Nice.
Yeah, but there are a couple more mellow ones, but they're still kind of on the heavy side of mellow, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I thought that opening song was like maybe didn't qualify for what I was thinking of like heavy, but then it gets heavy,
Heavy, I think to a point, it's subjective, right? I mean, what's the tone? It could still be more mellow, but if the fuzz is like crazy fuzz and distortion, it can still be mellow and be heavy, I think, in my mind anyway.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
So, if you don't mind, I'm going to get my stuff set up and I'm going to invade your ear holes.
And I get to relax, a little bit, take the back seat.
There you go. All right. I'm set up on stereo. I'm going to shut my mic down and play some music for you guys. And I'll show you. I'll do my best to type in the band names if anybody wants to know. I got like a list. I don't know if you knew, Derek, I'm big on lists. Like I got my clipboard. I got my list on here. So I will share the songs with you guys. Okay?
Yeah.
Now's when the work comes in. All right. I'm going to shut down. Here we go.
Sounds good.
Doomsday. It's a doomsday morning every day. It's a doomsday evening every night. When that purple sun says nothing is right. A purple sun I know will rise. A doomsday morning will greet my eyes. My baby's gone, can't live this way. A purple sun has doomed this day. A purple sun will set tonight. A doomsday evening and nothing is right. No hope for me, so all night roam. No love for me, she's far from home. It's a doomsday morning every day. It's a doomsday evening every night. When that purple sun sets, nothing is right.
I think your mic's still live, Derek.
Yes, it is.
Lightning's powers will struck you dead. But things you done and words you said, what people thinking could be a sin. For those who have offended him, well, you gotta beware, for black light seeks you everywhere. Said you gotta beware, for black light seeks you everywhere. invite me to play your mixed up games. Then all at once came a sudden change. Things you did seem quite unreal. Black lightning's light was all you could feel. Said you gotta beware, for black lightning light seeks you everywhere. Said you gotta beware, for black lightning light seeks you everywhere. Seeking you'll find. Oh, here it come, here it come. Your voice and anger to the sky, but yours is not to reason why. Black lightning's powers have put you here, so let the powers reach your ears. Now you gotta beware, for black lightning light seeks you everywhere. Yeah. Said you gotta beware, for black lightning light seeks you everywhere. Oh, yeah. soul of the blind man sings this song.
All right, got one more on my set here.
Cool.
This is a band from New Jersey. Derek, I'd be curious to see if you had this one.
I think I know what it is.
All right, one more. Here we go.
St. Anthony's Fire.
Got a little girl, oh, it's just so fine. Always be my lover, but she never really mine. Let's bring it to a home. Throughout what we try to tell him, gotta find a new way. Oh, think of something, gonna try to keep this alive on a long, slow road. On a long, slow road. Is it really that way? All is love, all the same. Can I take my call on this? Do I have to lie? day but morning. Do I have the line? Let's bring it to a halt. Do I what keeps on coming? Gotta find a new way. Oh, think of something. Gonna try. On a lonesome road, on a lonesome road, on a lonesome road, on a lonesome road.
All right.
It's getting hot in here.
But open a window. Let's squatch in there, man.
I gotta get my fire extinguisher.
Lone Soul Road. I love that you have that one too. Let's post yourself.
Didn't I don't know. It must be a different pressing, huh?
You must have an older one.
Yeah, I got this one way early actually. Like when I started making videos, I got this one.
Yeah. I got this like I don't know, a year ago.
Yeah, so
They must have just put a bunch in there. I don't know how many presses, but
does it look like the same? Is it like a replica label?
it is. Yeah, the Zonk label. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I found that in. That's one of the ones I found in the Acid Archives. I was like, New Jersey. There's a couple I was looking for. All the Aarons, like Music by Aaron. You don't have that record, do you, Derek? Music by Aaron.
That doesn't sound
It's like a
familiar.
red cover on it. It's got my name like huge across the cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never listened to that one. I don't know
Yeah.
what that's like.
It's not all that great, but I was thinking of getting it just because the artistic content. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hang that up on the
Anything's got
wall.
my name
frame
on
that.
it. Yeah, don't you have to get it? Anything has your name on it?
I think
By
the only one, the only one that I can think of with my name is that guy that had that one-hit wonder, Cinnamon.
Yeah,
It's like the '60s pop hit, which
Yeah.
I don't even care for. Randy.
yeah. That was. I figured that was right around 20. I was going to play something from Ultimate Spinach, but we'll play that another time. You know, this is an original press Spinach.
Mhm.
And I remember you were talking about it. And this is where we're going to butt heads, because you're going to say you like the second one better, and I'm going to say no, I like the first one better.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Pretty
that's about
sure you
right.
said that at one point. Yeah, think those kind of things stick in your head, especially when like fighting words like that. You go, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, it's a little subjective. I think a lot of people though, they kind of bounce between the two. The third one, yeah, it's a totally different band.
I think the seller for me was it's probably the same song that sells it for everybody. Is the Hip Death Goddess song on there?
Oh yeah, that's
Which is
the
like
highlight.
Yeah, like I did the Halloween show a couple years back, and I had a smoke machine in here. And I had all the makeup on, and it just fits perfect, like a Halloween vibe. I was going to play. What was I going to play?
There's a lot of spooky psych tracks out there.
Your Head is Reeling. It's a shorter one, but that's
Yeah.
a super psyche one too on there.
That's probably my favorite off of there.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's got this kind of hypnotic driving beat to it. You just kind of
Yes.
get locked in that groove.
Yes, absolutely. So
Your
yeah,
head's literally reeling.
literally, like you couldn't put it any better. So yeah, so there's set one. I hope you fellas and fellas out in chat land enjoyed the music, because we still got one each coming up, which is the great thing about the Cerberus thing we do, because we do 40-minute sets and then break them down into 20, and we flip flop back and forth and have a good time. Hope everyone out there is enjoying it. Again, Derek, thank you so much for inviting me over, and I'm really enjoying myself. It's been a while. I did a stream recently, and then it was probably 4 months or so before I did it. And just laying back a little bit, but it feels good right now. So
Yeah,
thank
almost had the FBI knocking on your door, wonder where you're at a little bit.
you. Yeah, health. What do they call wellness check? They open the door slowly and they go, nope, nobody dead in there, or is there? And then they come in and I'm watching TV.
Yeah, they got the dogs hunting and searching for who knows what's over there, you know.
Yeah, they're looking for the corpses.
House of 1,000 corpses.
Or one corpse that smells like 1,000. That'd be my case.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Never
Sean.
know.
Appreciate it, man. Michael and Dan and Kim Bazor and Kevin. Thanks for stopping by for your first timer.
Yeah.
Evil Wax. Appreciate you, man. Glad you're enjoying the music. We got.
Aqua Turbia. I need that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, when you played that Argentinian set, it reminded me of a couple albums that I have. I have a band. You ever hear of Manal?
I don't know. That name doesn't ring a bell, but
Okay. And then there's another one called Fire. They're Argentinian.
yeah, you're talking. Are you talking the "Could You Understand Me" band?
Yeah. That's I have that on 8-track there. It's pretty
Yeah,
wild.
they're Croatian, right? I think they're from Croatia.
Are they? Okay. Yeah.
Some foreign European country no one's heard of.
Yeah. Argentina and Croatia. Don't they border each other? I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty good at geography, but once you settle me into the eastern side of the map, I'm a little fuzzy. But
Yeah. No, but regardless, it had that same kind of vibe as this band Manal, I know, and definitely like Fire. So
yeah, it doesn't take me too long to figure out what to play. It's like it's already playing in my head, so it doesn't take me too long, and that's why it was so fun playing at the bar when I did. It was just like I know what to play for the vibe or what the theme's going to be.
isn't it interesting? I never would have thought in a million years that a bar scene would enjoy music that you had to listen to. Normally it's Bob Seger and Meatloaf and whatever and the Dashboard song, but I thought it was interesting when you did your live streams a while back when your bar sets, and it was really cool that I was shocked
Oh yeah, it
that
was
anybody
fun.
in a bar half drunk wants to hear something they have to listen to.
And not just drunk. There might have been a little, booger
A
sugar
little
going on
something
there.
called Devil's lettuce, maybe some ultimate spinach going on in the background.
More than that, I'd say, but that's all the back room secrets that go on. The back
Yeah.
door, back
Yeah,
alley.
I'm sure you're way back there, ain't you?
No,
You got-
I'm up for playing the tunes for all
You're the-
these,
You're the
heads out there.
gatekeeper. Well, your last set you did with that guy. You're switching off sets, and then he like disappeared for about 45 minutes. And I'm going, okay, this guy hit his head in the parking lot. He's just out by the dumpster or something. Where'd this guy go?
Mhm.
And I think you're like, he's doing coke all night in the bathroom.
Practically, yeah. That's what was going on.
I don't.
My surprise, I walked into it.
to my surprise.
I know, what a shocker, right? A dive bar.
Yeah, who would have thunk it? Somebody doing drugs at a bar? Yeah, Evil Wax. That was I was talking about Manal. I got it in my collection back here, but I played it once on my channel, and they immediately ripped it down, which is one of these strange things. You go, so obscure.
What one was that?
It's just called Manal.
Okay.
Manal, and it's like early 70s, like the same vibe as what you're playing, that first like Argentinian set. It's they may be Spanish or Mexican or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But not English speaking, as from what I remember. But that same vibe is what you were playing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we get shut down, at least not shut down necessarily, but it's only going to get blocked in Russia. But so far, the chat doesn't indicate anything.
Yeah, sorry,
Not
Russia.
mentioned.
All I can say to the Russians is you should be here live. If you missed it live, and you can, sorry, I mean, cross the border. I don't know what else to tell you. All the good music is that side. So, yeah. Derek, I'm going to let you do your thing, man. It's your turn. I'm going to shut down. I'm going to let you talk. I just want to thank the crowd for hanging out with us tonight, and it's a good vibe. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and I appreciate you joining, and we're finally doing this after so many months.
It's been a while. I'm thinking a year or something we've been talking about this.
I don't know if it was that long, maybe
Between
6 months, but
3 months
felt
and
like a year.
4 years. I'm not all that good at math, but yes, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so I think we're going to kind of stick to the same formula, but like I said, I'm going to sprinkle some surprises in here. But the first track's really short but effective, so I'm going to kick it off with that, and then they're all U.S. bands, and then the second to last one's kind of the kooky one out of the bunch. Maybe I'll explain the backstory after we had listened to it. Again, kind of a short track, but yeah. Okay, got to do our audio check here. Get situated.
Yeah, don't forget to switch over.
to wandering. And try not to come back the way I flew. My way. Take a look at yourself and see if you've been a good man. Sit back and laugh at the people who don't understand. Has it been hard for you? If life was but the game I play, I would try another way. It never hurt myself to impress you. Take a look at yourself and see if you're being a good man. Sit back and laugh at the people who don't understand. Has it been hard for you? Has it been hard for you? What's the matter?
see, from far or near, something appeared from the eastern sky, and it traveled on through the night. It was made as of bronze, and it traveled on and on. In the cries you could hear them screaming, alien. Touched the ground, the soil turned red. You could tell by the expression on my face I was scared. They had chosen a being appeared, and it said, I'm not to be feared. Telling you to be prepared, because the wrath is near. He re-entered, the lid shut, with a whizzing sound, the ship went up. The multitudes watched with amazement. All they could do was stand and gaze at it. As the bronze-like ship lifted away, it left me in void with the question of what will be the destruction of mankind. Only time will tell.
I
All right.
Is it hot in here or what?
Better open that window and let some of the stank out.
Getting kind of stinky in here.
Excellent. Now I'm seeing a complete vibe change there. You went with total heavy on that second one, man. That was good.
The second one, what was that?
Second set. Your second set.
Oh, second
Overall.
set. Yeah, gotcha.
You were there. You were just there, right?
I was somewhere.
That was you. I think it was you.
I was somewhere in the black of night. I don't know. Well, I'm just referencing this one. Yeah, this was the weird one of the pick.
Mm.
I guess that kid was like 18 hauling that beard there.
Look at that beard. Kenny Rogers was jealous.
Maybe it's his grandson, huh?
It kind of looks like Kenny Loggins a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely rocking it. I mean, this was about the time, I think, 1980 around there. So he was
There you
peaking
go.
around that time.
May lived down the street from Loggins and saw him out there with that beard. Was like,
He's all right. I actually dug me some Loggins in my younger years. So
Hey, that's good. You see that recent what they're calling yacht rock documentary? Boy, that really pissed off some contemporaries, man.
I might have seen something about that. I haven't looked into it, but
Yeah,
heard it
Donald
in the air.
Fagen, amongst many musicians, did not like the idea that they were calling that yacht rock. Little
it's a-
angry, not passive aggressive, straight up aggressive. Was like, go F yourself kind of stuff.
Just
But
tooth
yeah, it
and
was
nail.
on HBO. I don't know if you saw it on HBO Max recently.
Nope. I think my parents have the subscription. I don't have that though.
Good documentary, fun, but yeah, really angered some people because they kind of lumped the whole yacht rock thing way across the board, like progressive and things like Steely Dan, which is obviously not yacht rock. And
Hmm. It gets kind of associated with like those kind of cocktail party kind of things.
yeah, Michael McDonald and all that kind of stuff. Like it's so much more than what they were saying. But the documentary was fun.
Are you
Interestingly-
gonna me? I'm your brother.
And they played that clip on there.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, the people that made the documentary were the people that coined the phrase yacht rock. So, it's not like some third party thing they tried to latch onto. But it was neat. It was fun. They gave you some history of the music of the era. And if you discount the idea that they were talking about yacht rock, then it was a pretty good documentary.
Yeah, certainly just different demographics, I guess. It could be kind of a slang term, but
Yeah, I think if you were even going to try to use the term yacht rock, it'd be a very finite type of music in a very finite age, a year or two, and that would be it.
yeah, I think some people might even associate my band with that since yacht is in the name.
Oh yeah, what is your psychedelic yacht or something?
It's Astral Yacht.
Astral yacht. Okay, yours is way deeper.
It's
Like
like you're,
yours-
you're projecting yourself to that yacht party. and-
Yeah, you're like way in the cosmos on a yacht, so that's completely different. Like you need knowledge to be that far up in the space on a yacht. So
to understand that knowledge, that wisdom there.
yeah, you're not just eating hamburgers in paradise like that other guy, right?
Something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah, no, great
It's,
set.
yeah, I mean that name just kind of, I just kind of threw those two words together and it just kind of stuck. I don't know if it sounds silly, but
Yeah,
a lot of people can't solidify on their band names. Sometimes it takes a while.
we're all waiting with bated breath for the vinyl release of Astral Yacht.
It's
Yacht.
that's what I've been saying.
You like the reverb I
uh,
did? Yacht.
Yeah, I
Buy
like
it,
that.
people.
It's that homespun effect, that homemade.
Right, $87 an LP, worth every penny. I'm trying to help you out. You got to make your money back. It's not cheap to get records pressed.
I
nowadays,
mean,
right? So
Yeah,
at
something
least
like
80
that.
bucks, $60 shipping, like it's coming from UK or somewhere. You know what I mean?
I mean, I asked for that gold vinyl, but they gave me some weird looks over FaceTime. No, nothing.
Excellent. I enjoyed your set. That was a really good second set, man.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I had one more up in mind, but I don't know. I guess I'll just expose it though. You have this record, Fat, or you know
No.
this one?
No, but I do know it. I have heard it.
It's a little on the bluesy side, which is not me typically, as you know.
Yeah.
But it's got some goods on there.
All right,
Little
Randy.
rugged.
Randy's going to sleep. I heard Randy's been sick the past week or so he's going to go do some sock mopping and lay his little noggin down for a nice long nap.
He's
See you later,
gotta-
Randy.
He's got to learn to just take a seat sometimes, you know.
Let it be. Yeah, just relax. Let us
Just
take
to-
control, man. It's all right.
Just relax those bowels.
That's what you got to do.
You know, get the seat warmers, whatever you need to do. Warm up
Yeah.
that seat. Get
Let's
you
listen to yacht
comfortable.
rock, whatever it takes. Just let it flow. Yeah. So, yes, I have a relatively short set of 4 songs, but they're all within 4 minutes, and the last one is you'll like this last one, Derek. That's the banger of almost 7 minutes, but I allocated my time wisely in 20 minutes and 4 songs, and I already got it lined up, ready to go.
Well, I believe you. Yeah, I'm strapped in.
All right, cool. I'm going to shut down. Don't forget to shut your mic off now. I heard you like pushing out something. You're trying really hard to. I heard you going.
Jeez, I got that alive on tape.
You gotta shut your mic off. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn it! All that hiss.
God. All right, here we go. Shutting down.
All right.
Hope
sounds
you
good.
hope you fellas and fellas out in the crowd. Hope you're having a good night listening to the music. We got one more set here, which just happens to be my set. So just putting that out there.
End it with a bang, you know.
Here we go.
With bang, maybe. Who knows?
Not bang.
Baby, I need you. Need you all the time. When I am with you. Want you all the time. Come on, baby, all night long. Come on, baby, all night long. When I get ready, want you all the time. When I get ready, want you all the time. Come on and love me, baby, all night long. Just come and love me, baby, all night long.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one. It's got those weird spaces. You can't tell if it's the dead spot or not. That's one of those ones where I can hardly tell where it began, so I'm sorry if I cut off a little bit of that beginning. Well, I'll make it up for you right now.
feel to be that way. Alone with you at nature's pace, I can feel, I will know. From this same fear, it seldom goes. But if we want strange from this, don't ever let me change.
All right, I got one more here tonight. You know, it's all about pushing our luck, see what we can get away with, man. This is the 6+ minute banger. This is the end track, people. Here we go. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know out there in the chats. Is this anybody out there in the chat know this album? Let us know. Derek will know it. There it is. Now you can open your window.
I'll just wait after the session's over.
All right.
No,
Put a
that's,
fan in.
I think the only thing that's heating me up is this light bulb on me.
There you go. Got to think about that. You look good, but what's the cost? You know, you're like one of those sandwiches under the light.
Oh, we'll roll with that.
Yeah. You know, the ones nobody eats.
I'm lost.
No, you don't go to like the convenience store and there's a bunch of sandwiches under like light bulbs.
Oh, okay. I see
Oh,
where
you,
we're at.
you back now? All right, he's back.
I see where we're at.
He's back.
I was lost for a second. That bull run took me for a bull run.
Yeah, that was great. That was the epic one I wanted to run is almost 7 minutes long. And look what we did. We made it happen tonight. We got all the songs out of the way and they stayed out. They're banging at the door, but they didn't get in.
Like I say, I think I heard some fire sirens going off for
Doesn't
real.
matter. Hey,
Just let them
Long-
spray me with the hose.
as long as it isn't your place, doesn't matter. You know how fires work. They'll burn like 2 feet away from you and you'll be fine. So don't worry about it. It's okay.
All right. A little heat doesn't hurt anyone except for people that went to that Great White concert, you know? Let's not
That's
talk
the
about
gift for
that.
going to Great White. All right, I said it.
That's a whole nother kind of, raising the roof kind of thing.
Yeah, the kind you don't want to race. Yeah, I don't think that would have happened at a Bull Run show.
No.
Probably would have been outside at 2 PM. That's probably why it wouldn't have happened. So. Still when you know them.
Yeah, that one's on Riding Easy, right?
Yep. No, it's on Peppermint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Peppermint.
Yeah, I think I streamed that one time and I just kind of forgot about it. But once I saw that cover, I'm like, okay.
It's good. Yeah, and
coming
people in
back
the
to me.
crowd knew it. They were talking about Leper's Castle. That's like the epic song off of the album. It's got chains and weird effects in the background and stuff, and there's this whole storyline behind it. So you could call it like early, well, it's probably the only song on there that has that kind of storyline behind it, So
Kind of a concept thing.
yeah, I think that's the only one that literally is the concept. But yeah, so I was talking to because I streamed that on my channel a while back, and then somebody was commenting that, oh yeah, that was my dad. That's
Well,
yeah, these are my dad's songs. I'm the one that when you go to Peppermint Records, you can read all about Bull Run, and they talk about the child, a child of the head guy in the band that found all the tracks in the attic. And there were more tracks in that, but they made a compilation of what she thought the album was supposed to be as far as tracks go, and that's what Peppermint put out.
yeah, those are always the cool kind of releases we like to see, right?
Yeah,
Something that was dug up after like 50 plus years. And
sitting
like-
in an attic. Yeah, it's such a sad. It happens a lot, right? Sad story. A band that was doing really good, wrote a lot of great music, had it all recorded, went to a studio. They did a bunch of like recording and mixing at home, and nothing happened.
yeah, no one wanted to pick them up because they were too freaky or whatever the case is, wherever they're from,
Yeah, it's a shame. But hey, all these years later, we get to benefit from it. Like the hardcore people that are just clamoring for that kind of stuff. How many other attics, how many other basements, how many other garages do you think shit like this is just waiting to be found?
Man.
It's great too. And all in that same, Peppermint Records, they were kind of settled in that same area in Ohio. So, Peppermint had a lot to do with Biggie Rat, which became Pooh Bah and bands like that. So I talked to Jim Gustafson from Pooh Bah about Bull Run, and he said, yeah, we played shows with Bull Run back in the day. So can you imagine I don't know if you know Pooh Bah or not, Steamrollers, like their big album. And
what is it, Let Me In? Isn't that
Let Me In that's the more readily available one. Here's a little information I don't know if you know, but Jim actually got the rights finally after decades to Steamroller, and he got it pressed privately, and Steamroller is actually available to buy right now. So I bought 2 of them from Jim, and Yes, I did an interview with Jim Gustafson years ago. It's up on my channel about his band and the history of his band and stuff like that. So it was cool to hear Jim talk about playing with Biggie Rat back in with Bull Run rather back in the day.
Yeah, I'm a little fuzzy on their history. I guess I gave their album a few spins, but otherwise, or a few spins online, like streaming it.
Yeah,
But otherwise, yeah, you probably know the back history more than I do. But the other Peppermint Records I have is the one that was like a demo disc from the Glass Harp.
yeah,
They released that, and that's like some of their trippiest stuff out there. It's kind of Beatle-esque, but really good though. Really heavy for its time. It's the
Mhm.
heaviest they ever got, I guess.
yeah. Interesting stuff, man. Who knows what's out there? What are we going to find next? There's all these great labels out there just finding things. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's very
I like-
it's exciting.
I mean,
I mean,
I
I
like
think this last year or two it was really good for basement attic finds that nobody knew about. Things like Parchment Farm, another
Mhm.
great example, and Bull Run, and like I said, Pooh Bah got the rights to Steamroller finally. You went on eBay and looked for Steamroller original presses going somewhere between $500 and $1,000,
Mhm.
and there's a guy that's on in the community that has an original copy. He only pressed it's somewhere like 50 or 100. I want to say 50 that they ever pressed of Steamroller back in the day. So there's only ever one pressing.
just kind of passing around different labels, maybe, or
I think
friends and family, maybe.
he got kind of screwed, and the label didn't back him well enough, and they just kept the rights. They wouldn't give back to him, but he finally got the money to buy his rights back after this 76, I think, or something. I think Steamroller
That's-
came out. So
Sounds about right.
all that time until literally like a few months ago, and he finally
Yeah.
got the rights back. So everybody knew Let Me In. That was the one he owned all the rights to all the time. So, but if you've never listened to Steamroller, anybody out there in the crowd that doesn't know Steamroller, it's a game changer. It will change your outlook on guitar, and the drummer just recently passed away. The drummer, but wild stuff, man.
It will
Really good
change your life.
I would say yes, it will. It would change your life. What's up,
Yeah,
Sam?
I'm gonna have to give that a spin or listen online.
Black Quicksand's in the house because I think actually Black Quicksand mentioned he says 1979, so he's right. I think he mentioned he bought an OG press of Steamroller. Put that in the chat, Quicksand, if I'm right. I think you mentioned you own an original copy, which is super cool.
Cherish
But then
that
again,
thing.
now it's pretty much worthless because you can get them for like $30 now. So if you hit up Pooh Bah like on Facebook or whatever, he'll hook you up with a copy.
I mean, owning originals is pretty cool, but when it's like limited to 50, I don't know if I want to be one of those 50 because I'm probably a target. People are going to hunt me down.
Yeah, you want to double lock your doors when you leave.
People, because I'm like one of the only psych heads in the state, probably.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I'd be looking behind me everywhere I walked. Like, who are you?
My radar's open,
That's right.
I'm like a sonar, but except I'm the one hunting for it, but they're hunting me down. So it's kind of it's a different system out there.
It must be interesting in your area. Like, is it a big hotbed for psych, or do you have to really know where to go?
I mean, I guess I've noticed the change ever since I started living in town, but that was the past, 2.5 years I've been here. But ever since living in town, yeah, there's been some hot items coming through that I would have never thought would have sat in people's houses for 50 plus years like that July record did.
Oh yeah,
Outside of
Yeah.
town, it just sat in someone's house, and my local buddy bought the collection, and he's like, "Do you have this?" I'm like, the jaw drop,
yeah.
It's kind of wild. I'm like, how the hell did you find this? Give me the backstory. Give me the origin story. It's and it's just been a couple moments like that. I mean, he just like sends me texts nearly every week, just saying, you got this. It's like, man. Yeah, and I sometimes I even pop in, and that Stark Naked that we played earlier, like that just kind of slipped through his fingers. He never texted that to me. Someone could have bought that, and I've been looking for that one for quite some time. And yeah, it's just like otherwise, yeah. What was I saying about the yeah, the Psych game out here? I seem to be the only one. You know, I can't name check anybody else locally that's into this sort of scene.
That's really good for you, man. I mean,
It's kind of a rare breed out here.
yeah, I mean, the market is so heavy around here between Jersey and Philadelphia. I mean, you can't get anything for any decent prices. The only time you can find anything for like a decent price is if it is either buried in some remote record store's inventory way in the back behind, Kenny Rogers or something like that, and they priced it 10 years ago and have no idea what it is. Or if you really, really fight to try to get a good price, maybe do some trades and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But going into Philadelphia and trying to find a good price on Psych or anything hard to obtain is near impossible.
Yeah,
It's
and just
it's
seems like year
not
year
fun.
by year it just keeps ramping up in price, makes it less fun, and so anymore I've been kind of like narrowing down what do I really want to keep, and what do I really want to trade off that I can get something that I'll really enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
And so I've
actually doing
been
that right now, Derek. I'm actually doing that right now. I'm moving some things, and that there aren't many things that I'm looking at in my collection. If I haven't played it in a year or so, and if I'm looking at it and I'm going, I can just go to YouTube and check it out.
yeah, that's
But
how I
things
feel
that are
about it.
worth like decent money, things that, you know, 70, 90, $100, something like that. So I'm doing the same thing you were just talking about is I'm now moving some of those things that I don't have a heavy, heavy attachment to. I'm going to parlay that into some of the grails. You know what I mean? So that's pretty exciting to know that you can get rid of things that you have that are valuable and flip it over into something else that you really, really want. So no money out of pocket.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I've been going about each time. I mean, sometimes I'll pay out of pocket if there's a nice surprise there. I'm not loaded with some trade with me, but otherwise, yeah, I'm like in the same field as you are, like the playability factor, and um, you know, yeah, that's kind of what it narrows down to.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you can look at the ancillary things like, how much space do you have, which is I wouldn't call it a concern, but I don't have space for 5,000 records. So, that kind of pushes you a little bit too, if you can get rid of 4 or 5 that have some value and get maybe 1 or 2 that you just, oh man, I can't wait to get this one. It
Yeah,
makes the journey so much more worthwhile, and like I said, it frees up a bunch of space where you can get a bunch of other ones too.
yeah, and I'm always trying to like sell on Discogs, and nobody's biting. I keep flipping them all the time, and I'm giving out some pretty decent prices out there under fair value.
Mhm.
Still just, nobody wants to pay those prices, and I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they are, but I can't say I'm a fan of the amount of money that they take, but I've been having really good luck with eBay. Things are selling for really good money on there, and so you could pay as much as 10%, But if
Mhm.
you're selling a record for $95, $70, it's worth it. You know what I mean? And it goes right back into the kitty, and then you go, there's those 3 on my list I'm looking for. And I go to my local shop. I got a little extra burning money.
Nice little cushion there.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's the worst place on the planet. I think there's so much available and so many variants available on Discogs. Just like we talked about the whole Discogs pricing thing, where you find like 9.5 out of 10 shops when they want to figure out what an album is worth, they'll go to Discogs, and sometimes it's the most unrealistic pricing you could ever imagine. You go, come on, that's just because somebody paid that 8 years ago doesn't mean it's worth that now. They go,
Right.
well, it's just, well, that's what they went for. So I go, okay, it's going to be sitting on your shelf for about 15 years. So good luck with that.
It's not, I mean, it's like they're treating it like the Carfax of records.
Yeah. It's not the be all end all. And I think other places like eBay, as an example, if you went there and priced your vinyl from a place like that, like you were mentioning, you're pricing your stuff competitively, which is great. I mean, would you rather like try to get every single cent you can out of it and wait a year, or would you rather just make it competitive and move it like immediately and
I
get it
mean,
out of the way?
yeah, I want someone to take it home and let them be happy with the price they paid. And then me on the opposite end, be happy with
Yeah,
the $50 I get out of it or something.
right. And you never know. It could start a bidding war. Sometimes when you go low enough and it's really something somebody wants, the quality is good, all the information is there. They can look at the matrix and see what it is, what variant, what pressing. You can really get something going where people want to fight over it, you know?
Yeah, because there's one that's coming to mind right now, that Valhalla record. I don't know if you know that one.
Mm-mm.
1969. It's kind of a heavier kind of organ guitar led combo, and I don't know. I guess copies typically in good shape go towards $100, but I had this one sitting just over the hump, like around 50 to $60, and it's super clean. Like, I think I paid that price. I'm not making
Yeah.
money off of it. I just,
Yeah.
it's the playability. I'd never played it too much, so it's like I want to give it to a good home, so I
Yeah.
can pay $60 for, I don't know, a promo of something sitting at the shop.
Yeah. Go seek out that Andromeda album, you know?
Yeah, it's sitting right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that'll come in. Yeah, and that'd be nice.
Yeah. Randy's back again. Randy said he was going to sleep like an hour ago, and yet here he is.
This is his lullaby music. This is what he goes to sleep to, his live streams.
Oh, he's like kind of in the middle of right now to sleep. He's in between, like near the REM kind of sleep.
Sort of the ebb and flow of sleep.
The REM, yeah. Like when you get that shaken baby syndrome where you're half sleeping, you go,
Like you're falling. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where Randy is right now. He thinks he's falling over and over again. It's okay,
Yeah,
buddy.
I've had moments like that. Not it's pretty rare for me, but my dad, man, when I was young, I'd hear that from the bedroom over, like, no. Just like freaking out, like, what the hell happened over there? Like, it'd scare me. I'd be sleeping.
I've been doing this thing recently. I don't know if it's relative to age or not, but sometimes I fall asleep on the couch and my arm will just kind of be like that. And then all of a sudden it'll go like that and like flop down really hard and it'll like wake me up and go, like it feels like it's going to break like in the opposite direction because it fell so hard. You
It's
go,
like,
why are
where'd
you
that come
sleeping
from?
with your arm up in here? It's tucking under the pillow or something, you know?
Yeah, I guess for me though, like lately, like the last month or so, it's like I've been stretching too hard waking up, and I like almost hurt my neck one time. I'm like, damn, I guess I am getting old at 31.
31. Jesus, dude. You're not even supposed to be whining until late 40s.
I know. I'm already whining though, and I'm not a whiner, but that's
That's
the nature of the beast.
We all age, you know. I'm a ripe young age of 53 now, and you know,
Could be my daddy.
I'm
Damn.
I scream louder than your daddy in the middle of the night. You don't want me in the room. I think he screams in the middle of the night. Oof. Night terrors. Actually, Sean said he avoided eBay for a few years, but recently scored a few records at great prices compared to Discogs. It's worth checking, and I totally agree with that. I found a couple that were on my list recently. Randy's still hanging out in the room. Tony Williams' Turn It Over was one that was on my list. Randy sent me Tony Williams' Emergency a while back, that 1969 double. And Turn It Over has Jack Bruce and John McLaughlin on it and stuff. So really, really good stuff, like cusp, heavy, but progressive, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more jazz oriented, right? Maybe not.
Well, Tony Williams is a jazz drummer, but here's the thing about Tony Williams is he kind of found a way to merge he had the contemporary setup, the contemporary jazz drum setup in the early Miles Davis days when he played with Miles and stuff. But then later in the mid late 60s and then into the 70s, his kit morphed into what most people will call heavy rock kit, where he had multiple deep toms, 7 or 8 toms, 2, 3 floor toms, double bass, and pounded the shit out of these drums. So he's like the anomaly that kind of melded what I would call hard rock or metal into jazz, and bringing people on like McLaughlin and Jack Bruce really gave us something unique. So that was, getting back to my point, that was one of the ones. Turn It Over was like the last one on my list from that era of Tony Williams I wanted to get. And that, for a clean copy, there's a lot of ring wear on those albums because it's black.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I found a clean one out the door for $13, and they're going somewhere between 20 and $30 for a clean copy. So eBay, like Sean was saying, it really is a good place to go, and keep your eye out for the late night ones. Somebody put like a auction up at like 2 a.m. and it ends at 2 a.m. and everybody's sleeping, and you can kind of snipe your way into some good deals.
I suppose. I mean, I don't know. Seems like the last year has just been, I've been very unlucky. I mean, I could look back on my purchases and I probably have like 6 or 7 from this year, and not all of them were records either. But I guess I did get one recently, but otherwise I'm not finding the deals. But I guess it's just whatever we're looking for, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a strange thing because, a lot of people talk about having a list of things they want. And I've never had a list. I've had a list of like bands maybe that I wanted, as far as completist, or as close as I get to the whole completist kind of thing, which I don't really subscribe to. Tony Williams is a good example. I wanted 4 or 5 from that era. But I don't have a list per se. It's more or less you're digging and you go, it's those moments. You go, oh my God, yeah, I want that. But it's hard to come up with a list, especially when you have like great sources like Acid Archives and things like that. It's the expanded edition. I'm just putting that out there. That's
Someone
a good
told
one
me
to have.
about that.
Yeah, that was a good one. So I don't have a list per se. I wonder how many people actually have like a written list or something in their phone that they're looking for. Or I think that most people would just kind of be digging and go, yes, yeah, I want that one. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's kind of how I go about it. Like I do like a lot of deep dives on Rate Your Music, and I know a lot of these titles. I mean, less titles, more about the eye candy covers, whatever covers stick out to me, and the personnel on the back. I could look at song titles and kind of gives me an indicator what I'm going to get into, and I can sniff it out pretty easily, especially what I'm into.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good.
Oftentimes one album kind of major label LPs.
Yeah, and I actually checked out that site you were talking about, Rate My Music, I think you called it.
Rate Your Music.
Rate Your Music. Yeah, I went there and checked that out. It's super cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. Yeah, I didn't know that existed. But a great resource. Really cool.
Yeah, I've been on there a long time. It's I mean, you can catalog it's kind of like Discogs, but you just can't purchase anything, right?
Yeah.
You can catalog your collection on there. There's a rating system, some pretty decent reviews, some not so good reviews, but
Right. Right. But I think that is actually ones up kind of the straight up library thing like Discogs has. Like the Rate Your Music place, you've got people talking about the music and what it is and how they feel about it. And there's a rating there. It's not just like, we'll give you this free app if you compile your library, and we'll just use your information to help our database so we can charge more money. So I like the one that you go to a lot better. And if I was going to, put my collection into a program that was online, that's probably the place I would go to do it.
yeah, I've cataloged a lot of stuff in there. I think like last I checked was like 5,000 ratings, and that includes like singles and LPs.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and like compared to Discogs though, like the reviews are more or less kind of like talking about matrix numbers and different pressings. Oftentimes, I find
Mm-hmm.
rather than talking about the sounds within.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great resource. I didn't know about it till you mentioned it. So very cool.
Yes.
Well, what do you want to do? You want to kick me out and then you can tuck everybody in for the night? What do you want to do? Maybe Randy will come up. Randy will go.
I can't talk. I'm congested right now.
yeah, everybody's getting sick.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of food poisoning out there.
Is there? What? Really? Is there a lot of food poisoning?
I think so. I think my mom's sick. My buddy at work's sick from food poisoning on Christmas Day, and
Wow.
I think the record shop owner was sick too. He left like halfway through his shift the other day, and
Did
Yes.
you tell him you lock up and then you snagged a few records on the way out?
I mean, he wasn't there.
You can trust me.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean,
worry
he
about
wasn't.
that. Original press dial, soft machine. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm missing that, but
I have that, dude. You want to see it?
well, sure.
Want me to whip it out? I'll show it to you right now.
I think I got the soft machine poster.
Where is it? It's here somewhere. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, Randy's got pneumonia.
He's got ammonia. There it is there.
All right. Yeah, I think I've spotted a couple copies over the years, but they've always been just torched for some reason.
Yeah. That was, it stinks like a basement too. Like it's got that weird library cardboard smell that you just love. Like it should make a candle out of that shit, Derek.
Yeah, I think I got like a Sundays reissue someone sent me years ago or something. I just never had the opportunity to upgrade yet.
Yeah, that's the original probe press.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one that was actually that was a grail. That was one, if you would have said what's on your list, that would be the first one that I would have mentioned I was looking for. And that, believe it or not, was an eBay auction that ended at like 2 a.m. and I got that original for $40, dude.
That's not a bad price.
No, a really good price.
What are they
Covers-
spiking now? I mean, towards like 80 or something.
Yeah, the cleaner they get, it's funny how they jump up, I was at a record show, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago or something. I saw a couple of them and they were going for over $100 and I couldn't pull the trigger and I walked past and I swung back around to the first one later on. It's like, nope, that sold about 15 seconds after you walked by. And then I went back to the other one later on. It's like, nope, I just sold it, but I got a standard press. I'll give you that for 60. I was like, nah. And I literally fucking waited like another year to find one that was
It's
it
gonna
wasn't
pay off
80 or
better for you.
$100.
Yeah. I think I bought volume 2 this year, but then I parted with it because I was like, I don't know if I really like this as much as the first and third one. I don't know. To me, it's kind of like a transition that I'm not really gelling with. I don't know.
Something happened. What's the drummer's name?
Robert Wyatt.
Yeah, he fell out the window and ended up paralyzed. So
Yeah.
am I wrong in saying that was the only album he played on?
No, he played up until third at least.
Did he? Okay. Then I don't really know. I don't know a ton of history about the Soft Machine, but I can tell you, but like you were saying, from the first album to the second, completely changed.
Yeah.
Like the
It's like,
experimental vibe was gone.
well, even the Psych vibe a little bit too, right?
Yeah, it went weird, crazy jazz.
Just jazz and then just a lot of angular kind of complex compositions, like kind of
Yeah.
getting artsy on you.
Yeah, and it threw me. The second one threw me because it was such a distinct change from the first one.
Yeah.
So
And that's when Hugh Hopper was on board and they took out Kevin Ayers from the first
Oh.
one.
okay. Yeah, Kimba was talking about. Kimba loved it. I played it for her. Well, she was on one of my streams when I played it a while back, and her and somebody else didn't like it because they claimed it wasn't "quote unquote" syncopated. It just, sometimes you just got to spoon feed people their 4/4s. You know what I mean? They don't like anything else.
Just got to
Art-
open that cerebral complex.
That's right.
up, you know?
Yeah. What does Zappa say? Your mind's like a parachute. It doesn't work unless it's open.
And if you're having fun with, people that you enjoy in the chat and on screen, what's the problem?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
What
don't
are you
know.
going to do? What are you going to do, man?
But I do like the third one though, even though it was a little more like straightforward kind of jazz. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it takes you somewhere.
Hmm.
It's kind of the key, and I've always enjoyed that aspect of it. I've just
It
never
makes you wonder.
traveled. I just never traveled after that so much with
Yeah. Yeah.
4
Randy
through
was saying
6.
1 through 6 are great. I don't know because I've never gone past 3 because the second one threw me and then the third one wasn't. None of them were like the first one. That's kind of why I just stayed there because it's the most unique and it's the strangest thing they've done. It makes you wonder, Derek, right? And this subject's come up a lot. How how much time before that album was recorded do you think that material took to write? And then after they put that album out, how much faster do you think that they wrote, consecutive albums to get them out?
Yeah, it's
So this may have been the one that they spent, who knows, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and put all these songs together and toiled over them to make them just what they wanted them to be. And then after that, and they got signed, and they said, "We need albums now," and it changes the mindset a little bit, possibly. But that's kind of what I think of when I think of albums like this that are what I tend to call anomalies within the discography of a band. The one album that isn't like any other album that they did. And sometimes
right.
it's not the first one. Sometimes it's like the second or third or fourth one. So, what is the mindset that makes them change and makes it so unique? And it's like a standout. And then they
It's
kind
like
of revert
yeah,
back.
it's like they always have a great origin, starting out with their original vision of what the band is, and then it's like, okay, we got to sell out. We got to throw a hit in there or something.
Yeah,
We got to keep the
maybe.
audience aware.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's probably the case. In most cases, I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah, some cases.
Label needs music. And it changes your mindset. It's not like the jam space mentality when you're in your mom's basement or your friend's basement or you got the rental space or something like that. And there's the time, it doesn't matter. It's not as stringent, They're not saying we got to hurry up and get these songs done. They could just kind of mess with them as long as they want to make them just right. Now
Yeah,
the
and I think
companies, the labels come along and go, "Hey, we need an album now. We signed you
yeah,
for 6 albums. We need 6 albums." And like you're saying, it changes the entire mindset. And so I think it removes a lot of the art behind the music when
and I,
when you're forced to create art. It never works out, I think.
yeah, and I think sometimes too it could be like a producer's way of getting a hold of someone, especially like a solo artist. And for example, take someone like Alice Cooper who envisioned this whole theatrical shock rock and tried transitioning to like new wave, and it's like, what, now we're doing punk, and it's like, where are we?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
Yep. Yep. Carol doesn't like my shelf. She said it sucks.
yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
a small pantry, but I mean it's holding
No, she
together
said the
pretty
shelf
well.
my turntable on sucks. I don't know why.
Oh,
Got something against pine. I don't know. It's isolated and it doesn't throw off any vibration. So that's what I was shooting for. That's
well,
that's an SL 1200. That thing weighs probably 30 pounds. That thing is heavy, man. So,
as long as no one's hurt, no hurt feelings, so that's good.
well, I'm easily hurt, so it's just going to take me some time to get over.
Okay.
I'm thinking in the middle of the night, I'm going to do some of that screaming like your dad did. I'm going to think about Carol making fun of my shelf, and it's
Just
going to
let it
change.
out, man.
It's going to completely change my perspective on life, and I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just getting an island and isolating myself.
Maybe a
Thanks,
yacht.
Carol. Appreciate you, Carol. Thanks a lot. That's great. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Maybe you can
Very
live on that yacht boat, and
Yeah, I'll move to Derek's astral yacht. Maybe I'll get a cabin there.
yeah, we'll sneak you in somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere within the creation of the Xenos,
Yeah. Anos.
Uranus.
Yeah, Carol's going to be living. What did I say? She's going to be living rent free in my head. It's just going to. I'm ruined. Everything was great. The whole night was great. The week was great. I think I had a great Christmas. And then she throws that comment out, and it's just. I don't know.
Happy holidays.
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get over it. I don't know. I probably have to get a tattoo, a full back piece tattoo that has like a turntable on like a wobbly crate like shelf, and it's crooked and everything, and really warped record. And Carol is like in the background laughing and pointing at me, and so
Yeah, that's fair.
thanks, Derek. I appreciate you inviting people like this on your stream that just they're out to hurt people's feelings. You know,
Yeah, that's not what I'm about, but here we are.
glad you can't see my eyes because there's a single tear rolling down my cheek right there.
The Indian tier.
That's right. Don't throw trash on the side of the road. That dude was Italian. He wasn't even Indian, Derek.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like total Italian, dude. Yeah.
Wow, just false advertising everywhere.
Yep.
The fake
Yep.
tier and the fake nationality.
Oh, Randy says Carol's just an old curmudgeon. And never mind then. Okay. I didn't know she was like a shut in and she got 18 cats and she's upset at the whole world. So, okay. I feel better now. Thanks, Randy. I feel better now. See, it just takes another guy to get a guy back on the track. Appreciate you. Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I feel like, well, I'm really happy, but I also feel like crying because of what Carol said about my turntable.
Well,
'Cause
kind
I
of
never
sniffling.
got a comment like that before. It's like someone pointing at your cold wiener and you go, I'm just cold. It's not like normally like that. And she goes,
Well, we know what to expect next time, you know?
we do know what to expect. I have to put on a thicker skin next time. I'll be okay.
I'll jot that down.
You're gonna jot.
I don't know.
Oh man.
But I guess, you know, kind of starting out, I overanalyze everything. It's like I want the setup to work right, but you know how it goes.
Takes time. It takes
Yeah.
time, dude. I got like, I don't know. I want to say 120, 130 live sessions over there. And there was a huge portion of them that was the learning process because it's not just you and your sound and somebody else comes in and it's their sound. And then you got 3 people and it's their sound. And how do you get them all standardized? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you can't lend an ear over to there. It's like you don't know what it sounds like on their end.
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of got to have a good ear to know, and you just kind of instill your good ear on them and you level everything out the same. And so, yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
it
just-
is, once you get it locked down, it is a lot of fun. We were like on the same level tonight, our sound, and, you know,
Yeah.
so it's good, man. I hope maybe do it again in the future.
Definitely just some minor adjustments, but yeah, being my first time doing a duo stream, it's just you know, you gotta get the aftershocks out, you know, the anxiety shooken out of you.
That's right. Yeah, you get the bubble gut and everything because you're worried about going on stage. It's like when, you know, I played tons of live shows with bands, and
Oh.
the bigger they were, the more worried I would be until I walked out there and got behind the drums, and then I started playing, and maybe 10 seconds later, everything was cool. But up until that point, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I wonder, you wonder how many carols are going to be out in the crowd, like pointing and laughing at you. You know what I mean?
they'll let you know after the show.
Maybe in the middle, like at the end of one song into another, so you just want to keep playing. Don't make any lulls in the carols out there point and laugh at you.
Oh man, there was one time where I was at open mic night at the bar I DJ'd at, right? And we were trying to set up my wah pedal, and I just remember, I think I still have it on my old phone on video. I never uploaded it because, like, well, I mean, I can always cut it out, but it just left a bad taste or bad feeling with me because the dude, like, you know, I was trying to set up and I was making all these kind of noisy sounds with the wah pedal. We were trying to figure out what's with all this feedback, and the guy just came up right to the stage and I'm paraphrasing, he's saying something like, you know, I came here to watch a performance. This is not working. It's like, or something like that.
Wow.
He was really pissed off, and
He just wanted you to stop. This is not working.
he's like, we are not enjoying this. It's like, oh, I think you,
okay.
but I think it was more like, you're not enjoying this.
Yeah, the royal we. Yeah, which is essentially just him, right?
Right. Yeah, that was kind of strange. I never gotten that feedback. It's like, yeah, we're working together up here. Got 3 people at the microphone. It's like, okay. ch- unclench your butthole and chill out.
Yeah, just relax. I mean, how much did you pay to get in here? $2?
It was free, man. It's open mic
It's
night.
free? Yeah, shut the hell up, will you? Get yourself another
Yeah.
Bloody Mary and sit down with the other women.
Right. Yeah, and there was a good crowd in there too, and yeah, it just kind of left me like miserable afterwards because I envisioned it going well because I had practiced covering the song, and it was just a total letdown at the end.
See, the carols of the world.
Yeah,
Carol just was right out there like, this is not, your shelf is not working for us.
the Carols and the Kyles out there.
Yeah. It's like the new, what do they call them nowadays? Carols?
Karens. Yep.
My mom's name is Carol too. Now you got to make even the name kind of sour for me. Good thing I call her Ma, not Carol. It's like, I have to ask my mom what she thinks about my record shelf. Get like an honest opinion. Is it working for you, Ma? She'll say, no, it's not working for us.
I mean, it looks pretty leveled out on this end.
It's
I
fine.
don't know why it sucks, but
She's just being mean. She likes the SL 1200. She knows how much money they go for. She knows she can't afford it. What do you? She got AARP card. I don't think the discount applies to turntables. Just saying, Carol.
sometimes those mean ones, it all leads back to jealousy.
Well,
I know that from working at my job. So yeah, sometimes people, it's like, I'm not here to show off. I'm just here to do a good job. And sometimes people have this different opinion about me at work. Sometimes, like I'm just like some kind of stuck up kiss ass or something, but it's not like that at all.
no, yeah, you must work at the DMV. They're
No,
all
it's my-
stuck up there.
No,
It's like they're all doing you a favor. Like, sit down and take a number. We'll call you when we're ready.
oh,
I'm eating
those
my
are not
hoagie.
fun. Man, I had to experience that for the first time. I felt like I was in like 1984 or something,
1984.
like that George Orwell book.
Oh yeah, 1984. Yeah.
Like some sort of dystopia.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I know. Derek's drunk. It's okay, everybody.
Well, I get up pretty early, so it's kind of amazing. I'm still like awake at this point.
It is late. I think maybe you should tuck everybody in. Just maybe kick me out. And
We'll kick you gently,
I appreciate your time. Hope everybody enjoyed the music. I hope you like my turntable, the shelf my turntable's on. I'm going to be
Looks
doing
better.
a spotlight just on the just on this stand. There's just going to be a camera just right here.
For
And
8
I
hours.
think I'm going to write. I'm going to write "Carol sucks" right across here, right there.
Make sure you use like maybe
Use
get
a
some of those printed fonts and stamp it on there.
Get a wood burner like in high school. I'm just going to burn it in right there, like that. I appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for inviting me up, Derek. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a long time waiting, and we're glad it went pretty smooth
Yeah.
sailing. And I'll look on this and sleep tight tonight.
I will. I'm going to sleep tight. So go on and kick me out. Good night, everybody. Appreciate you.
Alrighty.
Talk to you
Yes.
soon.
All right. Thanks, Aaron.
You got it. See you, bud.
See ya. All right. That is it, folks. So 2.5 hours on here. Damn. Yeah, this is like the least amount of time I've ever looked at the chat during a stream. So sorry if I missed any messages on here, but got a pretty solid number of people here. So yeah, kind of sitting in a different position tonight. I moved my TV over a little bit. I kind of like placing my turntable over here, get the whole spectacle. And yeah, I guess I don't have too much else to say except, maybe I'll just wrap it up by saying my future videos are like, I'm going to be publishing. Probably do my top 10 finds. Maybe tomorrow I'll shoot that. We'll see. and then I'll do some. I got some recent finds from the shops, and I'll push out a few more before I take my little break from doing videos. Man, this year I just been pushing them out left and right. So yeah, I just need to take care of myself, spend more time at the gym and outside if I can when it's nice out, and get outside of the whole video editing part of my brain, which I do enjoy. I really do enjoy doing those types of things. So it's been a fun stream here. So I think I'm going to sign off too. I've been up since like, I don't know, 3:45 in the morning. You do the math. That late. So I'm going to kind of wrap up and maybe take a hot shower after this hot mess and see what else we can do here. So yeah, get some munchies. No, I didn't indulge tonight, but maybe on a solo session when I'm more in control. But my first time doing this duo session, I'm really glad Aaron was able to help me along with this process. And yeah, man, it's more to come. I think we're going to be definitely doing these on some, going to do these on like some snowy days when I'm trapped inside on Friday evenings. Definitely a good way to waste some time and have fun at the same time. So I think I'm going to close out here. I'm really glad my internet pulled through for me. Yeah, the last week or so, it's just been on and off. You never know. Anyways, I'll quit rambling. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.